Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor. We begin in Islamabad, where Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has chaired a high-level meeting of the Petroleum Division calling for the prioritized exploration of new oil and gas fields to cut expensive imports and conserve foreign exchange. The Prime Minister stressed the need to digitize the oil and gas supply chain to curb smuggling and strengthen economic stability. Officials informed the meeting that OGDCL has discovered significant oil and gas reserves in the Nashpa block, with production expected to reach around 4,100 barrels of oil per day. The Prime Minister was also briefed on progress in RLNG connections, new pipeline projects, and improvements in gas pressure during the current winter. Broader economic reform measures were also discussed with relevant ministries. Turning to politics now, advisor on political affairs Rana Sanaullah has said that confidence-building measures among the country's key political leaders could help ease Pakistan's tense political climate. He emphasized the need for trust among leaders, including Imran Khan, Shehbaz Sharif, Nawaz Sharif, and President Asif Ali Zardari. Sanaullah also called for action against social media accounts spreading hate against state institutions, describing this as essential for political progress. He urged the PTI to call off its planned February 8th wheel jam strike, warning it could further inflame tensions. Meanwhile, the PTI's information secretary has rejected any negotiations with the federal government, reiterating the party's refusal to engage with what it terms a Form 47 government. A new Pakistan Security Report 2025 has revealed a sharp surge in terrorism across the country last year. According to the report, militant attacks rose by 34%, while terrorism-related deaths increased by 21% compared with 2024. A total of 699 attacks were recorded nationwide, claiming at least 1,034 lives and injuring more than 1,300 people. Security forces bore the brunt of the violence, accounting for over 42% of fatalities, while civilians also suffered significant losses. Militancy was most intense in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, though attacks were reported across Sindh, Punjab, and Gilgit-Baltistan. For more on the security situation, let's bring in our correspondent.
Chris, analysts here say the latest figures reflect a clear shift in militant tactics, with more coordinated and frequent attacks targeting security personnel. They point to the porous borders and regional instability as major contributing factors, particularly in Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Security officials admit the threat landscape has evolved, requiring updated intelligence and counter-terrorism strategies. There is also concern among local communities, who continue to face disruptions to daily life amid ongoing security operations.
Thank you, Walter Cooper, for that update. Now to foreign affairs. Pakistan's Foreign Office says Islamabad is actively pushing for a diplomatic resolution to the ongoing dispute between Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates over Yemen. Foreign Office spokesperson Tahir Andrabi said Pakistan is urging dialogue and restraint between the two Gulf partners as part of its broader commitment to regional peace. He added that Pakistan is also engaging through multilateral forums, including the United Nations and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Meanwhile, Pakistan and India have exchanged lists of prisoners and nuclear installations, a routine confidence-building measure despite strained relations. The Foreign Office has also raised concerns with India over the lack of prior notification on the Dulhasti 2 hydropower project, calling for full compliance with the Indus Waters Treaty. On the economic front, traders across Pakistan are questioning official inflation figures, saying the reported relief does not reflect everyday market realities. While a surplus of tomatoes has pushed prices down to as low as 30 rupees per kilogram, benefiting consumers but hurting growers, other essentials tell a different story. Onion and potato prices have also fallen compared to last year, but staples such as flour, milk, meat, wheat, and cooking oil continue to rise. Business groups say 2025 has been a disappointing year for trade, marked by shrinking activity and rising energy and commodity costs, leaving many skeptical of government data. The State Bank of Pakistan reports that foreign exchange reserves increased by $4.2 billion in 2025, helping stabilize the rupee and strengthen external buffers. Reserves rose from around $11.7 billion at the start start of the year to nearly $15.9 billion by December. However, growth slowed in the second half of the year, raising concerns about future accumulation. Analysts note that a significant portion of the reserves comes from loans from friendly countries, while remittances, though at record levels, have contributed only modestly. Challenges such as the trade deficit, low investment, and the need for stronger GDP growth remain. And finally, in the United States, President Donald Trump has responded to public scrutiny over visible bruises on his right hand. He says the marks were caused by daily aspirin use to thin his blood, dismissing speculation about falls or serious health issues. In a recent interview, Trump clarified that a CT scan, not an MRI, was conducted last October to check his cardiovascular health, insisting his health is, in his words, perfect. The 79-year-old president continues to face questions about his vigor as he pushes back against critics during his second term. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.